This month, for the first time ever, the work of some disabled Calgary artists is being showcased in the Middle East, of all places. 13 pieces are on display inside the Dubai International Airport, following an earlier showing in Dubai's historic district. It's all thanks to a new partnership between Indefinite Arts Centre here in Calgary and a sister arts organization in Dubai called Mawahib. JS Ryu is the CEO of Indefinite Arts Centre. He joins us now in studio to talk about how this unique partnership came about. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Can we start with maybe a definition of Indefinite Arts Centre for those who aren't familiar with the organization?
Sure. We're Canada's oldest and largest disability arts organization, where today we support more than 300 artists living with physical and developmental disabilities in supporting them and showcasing their talents and skills as artists, both locally and in this case around the world.
Yeah, no kidding. So you just returned from Dubai, correct?
That's right.
For the opening there. What was that like?
It was surreal to be at the world's busiest airport, to understand that more than 6.8 million passengers will be going through that specific terminal this month, and having that opportunity to see our artists' works is absolutely an extraordinary feeling, and I know that all of the artists that are represented there share that very same feeling.
Why is it important for these particular artists?
Well, for us as an organization, we often talk about the level playing field. For artists who don't have disabilities, they often do get those opportunities to showcase their talents overseas. And so we ask the question, well, why not artists with disabilities? And so by giving them that opportunity to have their works on display, gives them that added boost of confidence, but even more importantly, it gives them that credibility that they indeed are artists.
And it's not just the showing, there's a residency component as well. What was that like?
Yes, we had two artists, Robbie King and Yoon Sun Lee, travel with two of our staff in May for 10 days in Dubai, working alongside our sister organization, where they were placed in their studio, working with local artists, engaging in different cultural immersion activities, and really taking on that environment and coming away from that as much better skilled artists.
How did this relationship with Dubai come about in the first place?
I had spent some time there before I joined the organization, and what struck me about Dubai is their incredible arts and culture scene. The infrastructure alone is mind-blowing, but there's a real bubbling sense at all levels of artists working together, of arts organizations that are really taking things to the next level. And when I joined this organization, I'd asked, how cool would it be if our artists were exposed to that kind of an environment? And so one quick Google search later, and realizing that there's a sister organization, we reached out. We also reached out to some funders like Canada Council and Global Affairs, and they were all on board. And really within 6 to 8 months or so, we got this partnership going, and this is where we're at.
Wow, so this is your baby.
It is in some ways.
Good for you. I think it's safe to say when people think of the UAE, they don't associate human rights necessarily. So the fact that we're talking about people with disabilities having their art showcased and an existing sister organization in Dubai, how do people in that country view people with disabilities?
I thought it was fascinating beginning this relationship with our sister organization, the number of times I had to be corrected, where in the UAE they're not called people with disabilities, they're called the determined ones, or people with determination. And when you think about it, that term means a lot. It's a positive acknowledgement about who they are, but also an acknowledgement that there are a ton of barriers that people with disabilities face all around the world, including the UAE. But even more impressive is the fact that there is an organization like this that gets significant support from the community, and to see that was very encouraging, and I think it gives Canada some reason to perhaps think about better ways to support artists with disabilities as well.
Hear, hear. We'll leave it on that note, JS. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.